If you've ever jumped into your car, turned the key, and suddenly found your dashboard lighting up like it's trying to tell you 10 different stories at once, stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to learn simple reset methods that can wipe out many of those electronic faults and give your car a fresh start without spending money at a service counter or waiting hours for diagnostics you might not even need. If you came here hoping to learn how to clear warning lights, fix annoying electronic glitches, or bring your car back to normal operation quickly, you're absolutely in the right place. And what you're about to learn might completely change how you deal with these issues moving forward. Owning a vehicle from Volkswagen often means enjoying precise engineering, advanced electronics, and driving features that feel incredibly refined. But with that sophistication comes complexity. At some point, most owners experience that sudden moment when a warning light pops up unexpectedly. It could be the check engine indicator, the stability control alert, or sometimes several lights appearing together without warning. That instant reaction of worry is understandable, and many people instinctively assume a costly repair is waiting for them. Dealerships frequently charge significant diagnostic fees just to connect a scanner and evaluate what might be a temporary electronic confusion rather than a genuine failure. What many people don't realize is that technicians often perform simple reset procedures before diving into deeper diagnostics, and these same methods can sometimes solve the problem entirely. The first and most powerful method involves performing a battery disconnect reset. This is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to clear stored electronic faults. Inside modern vehicles, multiple control modules continuously monitor systems, collect sensor data, and store adaptation values that help the vehicle adjust to driving habits and operating conditions. Over time, these stored values can become inaccurate or corrupted due to sensor glitches, voltage fluctuations, or conflicting signals between modules. Disconnecting the battery allows those modules to completely power down and erase temporary stored data, forcing the system to rebuild its operating memory from scratch. To carry out this reset, the battery must first be located, which is typically under the hood or occasionally inside the trunk depending on the model. Once the battery is accessible, the negative terminal, usually identified by a black cable, should be disconnected first. Using a wrench, loosen the terminal bolt carefully and remove the cable, ensuring it cannot accidentally touch the battery post again during the waiting period. The timing is extremely important because the electronic modules contain capacitors that hold electrical charge even after the battery is disconnected. Waiting at least 15 minutes is necessary, but allowing 30 minutes or more ensures a complete discharge across all modules. Reconnecting the battery too quickly can result in a partial reset that fails to clear stored faults. After waiting, reconnect the negative terminal securely and start the vehicle. You may notice the clock resetting or radio presets disappearing, which is actually confirmation that the reset occurred properly. Driving the vehicle through different conditions such as city traffic, highway cruising, and moderate acceleration helps the onboard computers learn sensor readings and operational patterns. In many cases, warning lights that previously appeared will not return because the fault existed only within stored electronic memory rather than a physical defect. The second technique focuses on resetting the steering angle sensor, which plays a major role in multiple vehicle systems. This sensor continuously informs the vehicle about the position of the steering wheel, allowing stability control, traction control, adaptive lighting, and cruise systems to function accurately. If the steering angle calibration drifts out of alignment, warning lights connected to stability or traction systems can appear even when no mechanical issue exists. Performing this recalibration is surprisingly straightforward. The vehicle should be parked on level ground with the steering wheel centered as accurately as possible. The ignition should be turned on without starting the engine. From there, the steering wheel is turned fully to the left until it stops and held in position for 2 seconds. Then the wheel is turned completely to the right and held again for 2 seconds before returning to center. After switching the ignition off and waiting about 10 seconds, starting the vehicle allows the steering system to recognize its new calibration values. In many situations, stability system warnings disappear immediately following this simple process. The third procedure targets throttle body adaptation. Modern engines rely on electronic throttle control instead of mechanical cables, meaning the gas pedal sends signals to the computer, which then controls throttle opening. As the throttle body accumulates carbon deposits over time, the computer adjusts its operating strategy to maintain performance. If buildup changes suddenly or adaptation values become inaccurate, symptoms like rough idle, hesitation, or sluggish acceleration can develop. Resetting this adaptation requires careful timing. The ignition should be turned on without starting the engine and left on for 2 seconds. Then the accelerator pedal is pressed fully to the floor and held there while the ignition is switched off, continuing to hold the pedal down for another 10 seconds. After releasing the pedal, waiting 10 seconds before starting the engine is essential. Once the engine is running, it should be allowed to idle undisturbed for at least 3 minutes. Slight fluctuations in idle speed during this time are normal as the system recalibrates. Turning the engine off briefly and restarting afterward completes the reset, allowing the system to relearn throttle control during normal driving. Another commonly overlooked electronic issue involves power windows in sunroof operation. These components rely on control modules that track their exact position to operate automatic functions in anti-pinch safety features. Losing battery power or encountering electrical interruptions can cause these modules to lose their positional memory, leading to windows that stop midway or sunroofs that refuse to close properly. Resetting window operation requires rolling the window completely closed while holding the switch upward. Once fully closed, the switch should remain held for several seconds before releasing. After a short pause, repeating the upward hold briefly reinforces the closed position. The window is then lowered completely while holding the switch down, maintaining the hold for several seconds after it reaches the bottom. Repeating this process for each window restores positional calibration. Sunroof recalibration follows a similar approach by holding the close button after full closure, then fully opening and tilting the sunroof while holding each command for several seconds. These steps allow the module to relearn the full movement range. Electronic parking brake systems represent another area where simple recalibration can resolve seemingly serious faults. These brakes replace traditional hand levers with motor-driven mechanisms controlled electronically. When the control module loses track of motor position or step counts, warning lights or operational failures can occur. With the engine running and the vehicle safely in park or neutral, the parking brake switch can be pulled upward and held briefly before being pushed downward and held again. Repeating this cycling process several times allows the system to exercise the motor and relearn its operational limits. After completing the cycle, turning the engine off and allowing the vehicle to sit for several minutes lets the module finalize calibration. Many parking brake faults clear following this process. Tire pressure monitoring systems are another frequent source of dashboard warnings. These systems monitor tire pressure either directly through internal sensors or indirectly by analyzing wheel speed variations. Changes such as tire rotations, seasonal pressure adjustments, or sensor recalibration can trigger warning lights even when tire pressure is correct. Resetting the monitoring system typically involves ensuring all tires are inflated to the recommended specification, then storing the current pressures as a new baseline through the infotainment settings or reset button sequence. Driving the vehicle afterward allows the system to confirm stable readings and extinguish the warning indicator. Knowing when to rely on these reset methods is equally important. They are highly effective for intermittent warning lights, systems that function inconsistently, or issues appearing after battery replacement or component cleaning. They are often the first logical step before pursuing expensive diagnostics. However, if warning lights return immediately, mechanical noises develop, or the vehicle enters protective limp mode, professional inspection becomes necessary because those symptoms often indicate genuine hardware failures. These reset procedures represent valuable knowledge for anyone looking to maintain vehicle reliability while minimizing unnecessary expenses. Each technique addresses a specific electronic system, and collectively they provide a powerful toolkit for resolving common warning lights and operational glitches. By understanding and applying these methods, drivers gain greater confidence in maintaining their vehicle's performance and electronic stability. In many cases, problems that appear serious are simply electronic confusion rather than mechanical breakdown, and giving the system an opportunity to reset and relearn can restore proper functions surprisingly quickly.